Eyewitness News is your vaccine authority, and any adult who is 6 months out from their second dose of the Pfizer or Moderna COVID-19 vaccine is now eligible to get a booster shot. We know you have questions, and we are working to get you answers. Joining us now to help is Dr. Ulysses Wu, the Chief Epidemiologist for Hartford Healthcare. Dr. Wu, as always, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we have been hearing a lot. You can get the booster shot, you can't get the booster shot. If you have Moderna, you need to get Pfizer. It's getting confusing, to be honest. So I want to go to some of our viewer questions right away. Anne from Ellington is vaccinated, and she says, I am eligible for the Pfizer booster now, but I had a breakthrough case of COVID in September. Is it advisable to get the booster or wait?
That's a great question. First of all, thank you for getting vaccinated. It probably really helped you. And I'm so sorry that you got sick, and I'm glad that you're better. I'm glad that you're asking about vaccinations because, yes, you should still definitely get vaccinated. It's the timing, nobody is exactly sure, but we usually say at least 10 days after you have gotten over your original COVID illness. But some people are recommending waiting up to 90 days. So you do what you feel is right for you at this point. But yes, if you got sick in September, and thank goodness that you are better, you can go ahead and get vaccinated.
All right. And Dan from New Milford has this question, which probably has crossed the minds of a lot of us. Will the COVID booster shot be a yearly thing like the flu shot?
That's a great question. And so what has led us to this point are studies that tell us how much immunity do we have left over from our first and second shots or from natural illness. And studies have shown that your antibody levels or your immunity starts to wane at about 6 months. And that's why they're talking about boosters. What will need to happen from here on out are more studies to see how long our long-lasting immunity from boosters, either after natural illness or after the first 2 shots, if you got mRNA or one with the J&J, how long that immunity lasts. If that immunity lasts for a long time, we may not need to do it for every year. But my suspicion is that our immunity is going to wane, and we're going to have to think of this like the flu shot.
Okay. Shirley from Tallinn is asking, she didn't have a reaction to the first 2 COVID vaccines. Why did she react from the COVID booster? Does getting flu-like symptoms mean your body is responding favorably?
It's tough to say. So some of the science out there says that if your body has reacted to a vaccine, in the sense that you feel ill, you have fevers, chills, what we call muscle aches, you have malaise, you just feel like you actually have a flu-like syndrome, that is your body's immune system ramping up and developing antibodies to the virus. I actually got my booster, and I'm a little bummed because I didn't feel anything except I had a sore arm at that point. So part of me is like, okay, well, I'm sure I'm pretty much immune at this point. But I'm sorry that you felt sick after your booster shot, but that's probably an okay thing at this point.
There were 3 shots initially. We're talking J&J, Moderna, and Pfizer. It can be a little bit confusing to people with those shots about which booster they should be getting. Correct me if I'm wrong, J&J recipients can get any booster shot. And I think for those with Pfizer or Moderna, they're a little bit confused about where they go. Can they also get Pfizer if they got a Moderna shot? Can you kind of clarify all of that?
Yes, absolutely. That's a great question. What you're referring to is the mixing and matching of vaccines. And yes, you can mix and match any of your vaccines at this point.
Okay, good to know. Dr. Ulysses Wu with all of that important information we need to know from Hartford Healthcare. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us.